Hey, what's up everybody? I decided to do a really quick video on what's going on in the next couple of days. So today is Sunday and we leave Monday, tomorrow. We're leaving tomorrow morning, like super early in the morning. We're gonna start our trip and journey down to South Carolina for my husband's graduation. He graduates on Thursday, but we're leaving Monday. Sorry, my daughter came running through the house. Excuse me. It's a 10-hour. We live in North Carolina, and we got to go to Georgia, so it's a 10-hour drive with our two daughters and my mother. So I'm traveling with an older person and two kids. 10-hour drive, and we're not gonna do it all the way through. That's why we're leaving Monday. And then I've had us set to stop at a halfway point somewhere in South Carolina, and we're going to spend the night there. And then we're going to travel on to Georgia, to Fort Benning. We're not set to check into our own post housing until, own post hotel. We're going to be staying at Gavin Hall. And we're not set to check in there until Tuesday. And their check-in is after 4 p.m. So we're not going to check in until after 4. But yeah, I just want to give you guys a little bit of a head up on this journey we are, me and y'all are about to take together. Sorry, I'm looking a little crazy. I'm doing some last minute stuff here at home before we leave tomorrow morning. You know, anyone with kids and with more than one child knows you don't just jump up and run anywhere. So, you know, I'm doing like some microwaves beeping there, sorry. Some last minute cleaning at my house because I don't like our house to be dirty, especially the kids' rooms because they're a mess, and I want to come back to a clean home. So we're doing some light cleaning. I'm doing laundry, even though I just did it. I don't want to leave any dirty laundry here because we're gonna be gone for like a week. So cleaning, doing some laundry, getting some snacks and foods packed that we're gonna be able to take with us on the road for the trip, because people know how kids are and they're going to be hungry and thirsty and have to use the bathroom and need to walk around and 800 million other things that kids need to do when you're on a road trip. We found that driving to Georgia was the most economical for us, because for my plane ticket, the kids and my mother was about almost $2,000, and I was like, no. And then the hotel is about almost $600 for 2 rooms. Like I said, we're staying at Gavin Hall, and that's pretty cheap in Fort Benning compared to some other prices. Like the hotel prices are ridiculous. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna take you guys on this journey with us. I'll let you guys see the hotel whenever I get to Gavin Hall, because I know there's not very much information. I tried to look up some information on Gavin Hall, and I wasn't able to like really find much of anything on Gavin Hall. Like, I'm wondering what it looks like on the inside, you know, like what am I looking for? What am I looking forward to, type of thing. I know they said it has like a mini kitchenette in there, and then it has like a separate bedroom. I don't know, but anyway, I'll definitely let you guys see whenever I get there. Like I said, I'm doing all this on purpose for people that are new or going through the process of trying to join the military. And as a new Army wife, the whole process of the things that we're doing, I'm sorry if you guys hear my microwave. My daughter warmed something and it's just like keeps beeping uncontrollably in there. But the whole process of what we're doing and how I'm doing it, yeah, so I guess I'm going to end on this note because I still have a little bit more laundry to do and a little more packing to do and a little more preparing my kids for this trip. Okay, I'm making a video. You need to hold on. I gotta go wake my 14-year-old daughter up because it's like almost 1 o'clock and she's still sleeping in the bed. She's sleeping beauty. She sleeps 24 hours a day. I will actually do an interview with my husband. I'll take a little time out during our family or graduation day to do the interview with my husband on his experience so far as basic training or whatever. And yeah, try to get as much information to you guys as I can, because like I said, none of this, a lot of information and stuff like is not out there. especially from like the army or the military spouse point of view, like from the very beginning, like the super start of it all. Like you always see the videos of people like they've been there for a while and then they're giving you like their experience back whenever, like, you know, 3, 4, 5, 10 years ago, whatever. And I'm wanting to let someone see the ups and downs of how life really goes, and what to look, you know, forward to, and what the headaches and the hassles are of this, and a process. Because like I said, I haven't seen anyone. I see people that are giving me like information, but it's not like, I guess, current, and then not so much as current, but like not from the very start. And we are working from the bottom on up, and I just wanted to make this vlog for someone that may be in my shoes, or they may be at the beginning of where we started, where we were like living in the hotel, and my husband was a freelance musician, picking up gigs when he could. But like I said, we've been blessed. Like in the last, like right before my husband left, it was like blessings started pouring in out of nowhere. My husband had a GED. For anyone that doesn't know, I'll do a little background on that. My husband had a GED. He had some like 3 or 4 college credits because he had just like started the process, and he had been wanting to join the military ever since before our youngest daughter was born, and she just turned 8 like last month. So that's about 7 years. A long time. But they give people with the GED a little bit of a runaround. You gotta have, like, there's times that you can only have 15 college credits, and then other times where like you gotta score a 50 or above, and there's a lot of different stuff that can go on to make it so you can't get there. But it's not like they're not doing it on purpose. I don't want to say it like that. They're not doing it on purpose because they want quality people. But there's basically like certain little windows they have open where you can get in, where you fit in with those type of things like that. I don't know, but at the point in time, my husband got a text message or phone call from a captain that he had been like talking to for a while, and at some point, whatever the situation was with my husband, like a window open where you did not have to have 15 college credits, and you did not have to have the 50 on the ASVAB. There was a window open at that point in time, and they knew my husband had wanted to so badly and had been going through every process. We'd had some pretty bad recruiters that just kind of left us on the side in the back burner. Some recruiters that had lied. If your husband is in the process, or your wife, spouse, son, or whatever, in the process of joining the military, you'll learn there are some people out there who are not totally honest, and people that are not like 100% for you as far as recruiter wise or whatever. But anyway, my husband had gone through this whole process since we were like pregnant with our youngest daughter, and it was like a freaking headache. So when they texted him again and was like, hey, you know what, are you still interested in joining the Army? And we were like, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. It's a tad bit embarrassing, but it's also life. We were like at a hard time. We had just moved back here to the town we were in because my husband had gotten into a car accident and had gotten laid off from the job he was at. We lived like 5 hours away from our hometown. So we ended up moving back to our hometown. We lived with my mom for a while, and then my mom moved, so we actually ended up moving into a hotel. And we were living in a hotel for like a very long time. And then my husband was doing freelance, like musician's jobs to like supplement income for us or whatever. And then he got that text message one day. It was like, hey, you know what, are you still interested in joining the military? My husband had to run around so much. He was going, oh yeah, it's just another one of these things. They always do that, and they always get my hope up, and then they, you know, things never go the way it's supposed to go. But it was like 3 or 4 days later, and I said, honey, message them back. He's like, no, it's just not gonna work. They're gonna just, you know, let me down again. So me being the wife I am, I picked the phone up and I did it. I messaged them. And I was like, yeah, I'm sure, I'm still interested. They immediately texted me back and said, okay, someone's going to call you in 15 minutes. I'm like, oh, crap. So I woke my husband up and I said, hey, honey, someone's going to call you in 15 minutes. He's like, what do you mean? I said, one of the Army people are going to call you. He's like, really? I'll be honest. I was like, go ahead and just do it and just see how, sorry, I'm going to drop y'all. See how it works out. They called him. They asked him to come in. He went in, he talked with them, and the guy was like, well, your paperwork says, that you were not really doing this or not really doing that. So the guy gave my husband a set of tasks to do. He's like, well, I need you to go to the courthouse and get this paper. I need you to do this and do that and bring all this stuff back to me. My husband went and got all of it done within like 35 minutes and brought all the papers back to him. And the recruiter, there was a new recruiter guy that had came into the office there in the city we lived in, because apparently the recruiting station where we live, I'm not going to mention it, but they were not doing the best job they could, and apparently would not bring any numbers in there, and they had gotten in trouble because it seems like maybe they had more going on than what they were supposed to be doing. So the new guy, they called him the cleanup guy. He comes into like recruiting stations or whatever whenever they're not doing so well, and he picks up the numbers and cleans up the situation or whatever. But he came in, he called my husband within like 15 minutes, and then he gave my husband those tasks to go do it. My husband brought him back to him, like I said, in like 15 minutes, and the guy was like, oh, okay. So he's like, well, come take a ride with me. So my husband's like, alright. So my husband went out with him, and the recruiter said, I'm going to be honest with you. He's like, I'm a little shocked. I had read some of your files, and the recruiter that was working on your paperwork was saying that, you weren't really wanting to do anything, that you were kind of being lazy to process, but you went and everything I asked you, you brought to me in like freaking 25 minutes. And my husband was really shocked and a little offended in the beginning, because he had done everything that the recruiter had asked of him, but it seemed like the recruiter just was busy partying and loving life, and kind of just was supposed to call my husband. I remember there was a time that my husband went up there, and the recruiter told him he was supposed to leave and go to MEPS. And when we got there that morning, all of a sudden the recruiter was like, oh no, I forgot about you. So yeah, it was a lot of crap there with that. But but the cleanup guy was like, dude, like, you're on it. He's like, you know what? If you want to do this, I'm all for you, and I'm gonna get this done quick. My husband's like, great, but he was still kind of weary. So then my husband left, and he had to go to MEPS. They wanted him to go to MEPS. They wanted him to get like some, like, I guess get a physical and stuff done, because he'd already done the ASVAB and stuff like that before, and he actually had a 47 on his ASVAB. He would always be like 2 points away from that 50, which held him back. But he went, he had his physicals and everything done, and then after he had everything done, the recruiter guy called him and was like, dude, like, come in and see me. So we went in. My husband picked a job from the MOS, and then he was like, dude, like, we got your date set. You are leaving in 3 weeks. My husband's like, what? Like, yeah, you're leaving in 3 weeks. Cool. We were living in a hotel, like I said. I don't want it to be too long, so I'm gonna try to end it soon. We were living in a hotel, and like that same week we got a call like, hey, there's an apartment that's available for you. You guys come out and do some paperwork, and you guys move into it. Like, oh, awesome, because we had been like on this apartment complex like waiting list for like a long, like, I don't know, but we did the paperwork. We finished everything. It was really weird because we were coming up on like our bank account like being drained out. Like, we had nothing. We were paying like how much were we paying? Like $400 a week for the hotel we were in. Yeah, a lot. So like the day we were set to like not have any money left in our account, we moved into our apartment. Yeah, that was really weird. We had like maxed out our bank account, and we moved to our apartment. And my husband left for basic training 3 days later. So I was in a new house alone with the kids, new situations that I had to kind of, deal with myself all alone, because my husband left to go to basic training, which was fine because I'm a strong woman, so I got it, I guess. But anyway, that's just a backstory on us. But yeah, I'm going to take you guys along, like I said, on this journey as far as I can, as much as I can. I was supposed to do an interview with my husband before he left, but like I said, he left so fast, like, it was like boom, 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 and he was gone. Anyway, I will let you guys go enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you guys later. And I'll make sure I take some pictures to add in for our road trip tomorrow. We're leaving tomorrow about 9-ish, 10-ish a.m., whatever. I'm just going to kind of put them in line somewhere because my mom and kids are all coming, and anybody with kids and a mom knows how that works. See you guys soon. Until next video, like, comment, and subscribe. Any questions, please ask.